There is a world where the most powerful engines of artificial intelligence aren't locked behind corporate doors, but open to every researcher, startup, and curious mind on the planet. Welcome to the era of open-weight AI, where every line of code, every parameter, and every breakthrough is shared. In neural networks, weights are the billions or even trillions of numbers learned during training. They encode grammar, logic, and world knowledge. Historically, these weights were corporate property, hidden models behind APIs, accessible only by subscription or enterprise contract. Open-weight AI flips that script. Projects like Meta's Llama and Hugging Face's Bloom publish their pre-trained weights under permissive licenses, MIT, Apache 2.0, or Creative ML, granting everyone the legal right to download, study, and build upon them. For the first time, you can inspect every tensor, every learned feature, and ask, how does it actually work? And better yet, you can modify it. Just 5 years ago, training a 7 billion parameter model could cost over $4 million in GPU time and months of engineering. Many labs in Latin America, Africa, and Southeast Asia simply couldn't compete. But in 2022, when the 176 billion parameter Bloom model launched as fully open source, built by a consortium spanning Europe, Asia, and the Americas, it marked a turning point. Suddenly, a student in Lagos could fine-tune state-of-the-art language models on a handful of affordable GPUs. Barriers to entry collapsed, leveling the playing field and unleashing a wave of community-driven innovation. 4 flagship open-weight models show the power of openness. Meta's Llama 2 comes in sizes from 7 billion to 70 billion parameters, achieving performance on par with closed models while running on a single A100 GPU. Hugging Face's Bloom supports 46 human languages and trained on 1.6 trillion tokens of web-scraped text. Mistral Large, 12.9 billion parameters, delivers state-of-the-art zero-shot capabilities. And Stable Diffusion, 2.1 turned AI art from niche to mainstream, 50 million downloads and counting, by open sourcing both its weights and training code. Each release sparks hundreds of derivative projects, chatbots for endangered languages, tools for image-based archaeological reconstructions, and more. Open weights have coalesced into a truly global brain. In Nigeria, teams fine-tune models for pidgin English sentiment analysis. In Brazil, researchers build LLM-powered legal assistants for terra-legal land claims. Over in India, students deploy Hindi-English translation bots in rural schools. All of these efforts, really converge in shared benchmarks like Helm and Big Science's evaluation pipelines. Standardized tests anyone can run to compare performance and biases. The result is rapid iteration, novel fine-tuning techniques like LoRa or low-rank adaptation, and quantization to ENT8, slashing model size while keeping accuracy high. It's a virtuous circle of openness. Open weights aren't just academic curiosities, they save lives. During the COVID-19 pandemic, researchers used open-source biolanguage models to screen potential antiviral compounds, reducing laboratory hours by 40%. In 2024, an open-weight medical imaging model released on Hugging Face achieved radiologist-level performance detecting diabetic retinopathy, enabling pilot deployments in under-resourced clinics across Southeast Asia. In education, community-tuned LLMs now power personalized tutors that adapt to each student's reading level, even offline on tablets. Openness turned breakthroughs into practical tools at lightning speed. The magic of open weights extends to hardware. Techniques like quantization, pruning, and ONNX export let models shrink from 70 billion down to 7 billion parameters without major accuracy loss, small enough to run on a single RTX 3060 or even a smartphone. Projects like Mobile Bloom and Tiny Llama bring generative AI to handheld devices. Imagine live streaming a conversation with an AI interpreter in real time, no cloud required. By breaking free of megawatt data centers, AI becomes as ubiquitous as the smartphone itself. Transparency is, kind of a double-edged sword. With open weights, we can actually peer into model biases, spotting gender or racial skew, and communities can propose targeted debiasing datasets. But open models also lower the barrier to malicious uses, automated phishing, deepfake generation, or propaganda bots. The AI community counters with open governance frameworks like model cards, datasheets for datasets, and watermarking research. Conferences from NeurIPS to FACT now host open source safety tracks, making sure that ethics evolve right alongside capability. Once skeptical, enterprises are now building atop open weights. Startups are shipping AI-powered analytics platforms, global consultancies are offering fine-tuning services, and even cloud providers are hosting community models in their marketplaces. In 2024, Hugging Face's Inference API processed over 10 billion calls to open-source models, generating $50 million in revenue, proof that openness can be, pretty lucrative. This ecosystem, tools, training data marketplaces, compliance auditors, is flourishing, creating hundreds of thousands of jobs worldwide. Today's open-weight models focus mainly on language and images, but tomorrow they'll drive robotics, climate modeling, and even bioengineering. Imagine downloading a 50 billion parameter video generation model, tweaking it to reconstruct archaeological sites from drone footage, or fine-tuning a multimodal agent that controls a lab robot arm. Open-source toolchains already hint at it. The frontier of openness is really expanding into every domain where data meets decision. Open weights have torn down the gates to AI's most powerful engines. The door now stands wide, inviting every mind in every corner of the globe to build, explore, and chart the future. Will you step through? Join the movement, download your first open weight model today, contribute your voice, and help shape AI for all.